everyone. So today I thought I'd do sort of a prom makeup look, and I was asking on Twitter sort of, kind of what people wanted to see. I got a lot of responses, but this one is going to be sort of like that neutrally sort of browns, just a color that you can wear with any dress, so it's not going to be so specific where you could only do this with a purple dress or a pink dress. So anyone, no matter what you're wearing, can totally do this look. It is also going to be all drugstore. I don't have any sort of high-end products on right now. So let's jump right on into it. You want to start off with a face primer. I honestly don't know any ones from the drugstore because I've never really tried a drugstore primer before, so I can't really help you on that one. I will hopefully find one when I go out today, but start with a face primer. It's going to make your makeup stay on all night long and just look better, go on better. Foundation. My foundation is by Maybelline. It's the 24-Hour Super Stay. My color is in Sand Beige, so this is excellent coverage with this, and I applied it with sort of a short, kind of dense brush. I should have grabbed it, but the brush is actually from Sephora, so I guess it really wouldn't count. So yes, that is my foundation. Concealer, I had on Maybelline's Mineral Powder on. Powder, I always say that, Mineral Power. For powder to set it with, I have on CoverGirl. This is the Oil Control in Buff Beige. And this is really great to kind of use as a touch-up throughout the night, so definitely keep one of these guys in your purse or clutch, whatever you're bringing. So I'm going to get started and use a bronzer. This one is by Physicians Formula, yes, and it's called Healthy Wear Bronzer. It doesn't have any shimmer in it, or it's just like straight up matte, so that's what I kind of like using the best. So I'm taking just a little brush like here, and I'm going to start kind of on top of my cheekbones, really lightly, go up to my hairline, on the chin, down the little nose, and then I always take it on my neck. Oh, my hair is like getting all up in my grill. Oh, and I know that I'm gonna have some people being like, you're not in high school. What are you doing? Doing prom makeup. You're too old. Obviously, I'm 23, I'm married. I realize I'm not young enough to be in high school. But I got a lot of requests for it, and more than half of my viewers are still in high school. So, there. Okay, so now that you have your bronzer on, you don't want to like see how there's like no streaks or anything. It's just sort of a light, kind of glowy dusty of the face. Glowy dusty. I think I just made up a new word. Okay, and then as far as blush, you can either use something kind of simple like this that doesn't have a whole lot of color to it. That one's by NYC. You can also use sort of like a basic pink. This one's by Maybelline. I'm going to start with this one. So I'm just going to swirl my brush around there. And then I'm just going to place it kind of right on the apples and then blending it up. So, okay, I lied. The only non-drugstore product I have is my primer, and that is the Urban Decay one. And just because I've tried a lot of drugstore eye primers and they all suck with me, so I kind of threw the ones that I had away. So eye primer is going to be your best friend on prom night or for any sort of special occasion. It's going to keep your eyeshadow on all night long without creasing. The colors are going to show up a little bit more, especially since we are using drugstore products. Sometimes the pigments in their shadows aren't sort of, intense as you would get at, MAC or Sephora or something like that. So primer is really going to be awesome. So if you can splurge on one item, I would splurge on an actual eye primer. Okay, I'm going to start off with our highlight. I'm just using a shimmery sort of champagne color. This one is by Revlon, and it's in the Color Stay little 12-hour thing, and it's called Neutral Khaki. Kind of run this up on my brow bone. I also like to run highlighter kind of right in this little corner socket. It's just going to brighten up the eye area a little bit. Great if you have kind of dark circles or if you have small eyes like I do. It just makes the light reflect it and your eyes look a little bit more wider, brighter, bigger, that sort of deal. Then with a flat brush, I'm going to be taking the next shade down from this one, and it's sort of like a pretty gold. I'm going to put this all over a lid. Then I'm going to grab a crease brush. This one's by Sonia Kashuk, and it's just like a small dense one. And using the Modern Metallics Quad in Sunlit Bronze by Maybelline, I'm going to take this darker shade right here. And it's actually not as dark as you would think. The pigment isn't that intense. So we're going to put this right in our crease. I like to start on the outer part and then kind of blend our way in. I'm going to grab a fluffier crease brush and just blend that out. Then going back into the Revlon Quad, we're going to take that dark brown right there. Same kind of short crease brush and just get a little bit of that color on there. And we're going to put this on the outer corner. Kind of make like little C shapes with your brush and really just kind of sort of wedge it into that socket. My eyebrows are horrible. Please do not pay any attention to them. Even though you will, because it's a tutorial. I need to fix those today. Okay, after you have the color all on there, take the same fluffy brush and we're going to start on the outer part and just kind of pull it inward to blend it. And then I just kind of blend it a little bit into my crease. So next you can either grab a Q-tip, or if you have like one of those sponge tip applicators, those work really well too, but I'm going to use a smudger brush. And I'm going to take the dark color we just used. If you don't want to use this one, you can also use that medium brown we put in the crease if you don't want it to be sort of as dark. And we're going to run this on our lower lash line. You want to connect it to that top color that we just had. And I'm only going probably about the same width that we did on top. Then go back in with your medium brown. Probably right at the tear duct. Next I'm going to grab a little short brush like this, just so I can get on that inner corner pretty easily. And from that metal quad, the Sunlit Bronze one from Maybelline, I'm going to be using the lid color, or the base color, that sort of shimmery champagne color. We're going to put this on our inner corner. So that is it for eyeshadows. We're going to move on to eyeliner and mascara. So the eyeliner I'm going to be using actually is the only drugstore eyeliner I have, and that's Maybelline's Unstoppable. in black, which is actually a really good eyeliner, honestly. It stays on really. So now we're just going to line our top lash line real quick. And I went all the way in on the inner corner, and I saw on the edge sort of the little wing. Nothing too like crazy and intense, but just a little bit. Then same eyeliner, I'm going to run it just a little bit on the bottom lower lash line. And on the bottom lash line, I only went about probably like halfway. So then I'm going to grab Mr. Smudger Guy and lightly blend that. Next is curl your lashes. For mascara, I'm using, what am I going to use? I don't know, I have 3 in my hand right now. I'm going to use Lash Blast Fusion. I'm going to run over that with Colossal by Maybelline. Unlike most people, I don't actually like the Fusion mascara. It doesn't really do like anything for me. I love the original, but I think the formula on the Fusion is what I don't really care for. Okay, so for lips, you can do a couple of different things. You can go with a pink lip, pink nude, regular nude, whatever you want to go for, you can. I think I'm going to be using Soft Nude by Revlon. And then I'm going to top it with a gloss by NYX. This is in Sweetheart, and it's one of my all-time favorite glosses ever. So that is our look. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions or anything like that, let me know in the comments down below, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.